When Ethan Nwaneri stepped onto the pitch against Brentford in the 2022-23 season to play for the final 3 minutes of Arsenal's 3-0 win, he instantly wrote his name into the Premier League history books. No player under 16 had ever played in an English top-flight game before, yet when he replaced Fabio Vieira in the closing stages of the London Derby, Nwaneri was aged just 15 years and 181 days. The attacking midfielder went from teenage unknown to Premier League history maker in a blink of an eye. But how good exactly is he, and why should the Premier League watch out? Now, Ethan Nwaneri didn't just came on into the pitch to become a history maker, but he rightfully earned it. He was one of the best in the Arsenal academy, and his coaches vouched for his performance. Arsenal has long been known for producing some great talents from a very young age. The likes of Cesc Fabregas and Jack Wilshere made their debut for Arsenal also at 16, and they went on to show what they were made of. Fabregas even captained Arsenal at a very young age, and Wilshere's promising career was only disrupted by constant injuries. There's also a certain Bukayo Saka, who is currently Arsenal's starman, and there's every indication that Ethan Nwaneri might head in the same path. Born on the 21st of March 2007, in London, England, Nwaneri, of Nigerian descent, attended St. John's Senior School in Enfield, and his football journey with Arsenal began at the tender age of 9. Predominantly a midfielder, Nwaneri's versatility and technical prowess set him apart. He would often be kept aside when screening his peers as he was way above them, and this enabled him to progress. By 14, he was already playing for the under-18 side, and he was equally impressive even against those that are older than him. His journey from the under-18s to the Premier League shows his rapid progress at Arsenal. Starting the 2022-23 season impressively with the under-18s, Nwaneri caught the eye of many during preseason friendlies, including one against Slough Town, where the Rebels' boss identified him as a potential future star. His contributions to 12 goals in just 16 games in the under-18 Premier League paved the way for his promotion to the Premier League too. Nwaneri swiftly progressed from the under-18s to the under-21s and eventually joined the first team for training in September. His inclusion in the senior matchday squad against Brentford on September 18th marked the beginning of a promising career. When he stepped onto the pitch, he not only broke Harvey Elliott's record as the youngest Premier League player, but also set a new English top-flight record previously held since 1964. With his schoolboy term set to conclude, Nwaneri committed his future to Arsenal, signing a new deal on scholarship terms with an agreement for a professional contract upon turning 17 in March 2024. Internationally, Nwaneri has also shown his talents in the England youth setup. After starring in qualifying, he earned a spot in the England squad for the 2023 UEFA European Under-17 Championship. In the opening match against Croatia, he scored the decisive goal. Subsequently, he was named in the squad for the 2023 FIFA Under-17 World Cup. What makes Nwaneri stand out is his unique blend of footballing profiles. As a versatile player, he possesses the technical finesse and close control typical of a number 10, while demonstrating the calmness and maturity to contribute to first and second phases of play. As a multi-phase player, Nwaneri's ability to receive in various areas of the pitch makes him a valuable asset. His press-resistant qualities and composed play in deeper areas highlight his maturity beyond his years. Physically, Nwaneri's strength at just 16 years old is noteworthy. He excels in shielding the ball, holding up play against more experienced opponents, and drawing fouls. His athleticism, showcased in transition and off-the-ball movements, adds a dynamic dimension to his play. While he may struggle in aerial duels, his relentless pursuit of second balls compensates for it. Nwaneri's tactical adaptability is evident in his positions on the field. Whether deployed as a winger, attacking number 10, or a deeper number 0, he thrives in centralised zones. His ball-striking ability is evident in clean crosses and free kicks, although his shooting under pressure remains an area for improvement. Despite his incredible talents, Nwaneri, at 16, is not without flaws. His eagerness to play positively sometimes leads to poor decision-making, with a tendency to dribble into danger and delay releasing the ball. These moments of immaturity are expected at his age, and with time and more game experience, they are likely to diminish. I mean, he's only 16. However, Nwaneri really comes to life when he advances up the pitch. Whilst he can be used to receive and redistribute in deeper areas, His ability to impact the final phase of play should not be ignored. Nwaneri is incredibly technical. The ball sticks to him as he turns and carries it with ease. His low center of gravity and close control allows him to glide through opposition. He has the ability to receive in tight areas between the lines and wriggle out of suffocating situations with the ball at his feet. This is where the number 10 comparison originates, from the dribbling in tight spaces, the way he moves with the ball. Nwaneri is more likely to be asking for the ball to feet in central areas, dropping deeper to aid in progression. Of course, we must see how he develops, but it is unlikely that he will develop into a player who is making runs in behind the last line. He likes the ball to feet. When receiving in central areas, Nwaneri also possesses the vision to play those final balls that slice teams open. These line-breaking and progressive passes are an incredibly useful tool in Nwaneri's arsenal. In terms of Nwaneri's ball striking, he consistently strikes through the ball cleanly when crossing and taking free kicks. However, when shooting, particularly under pressure, his ball striking is still quite raw. What really makes Nwaneri stand out is his physicality at such a young age. At just 16 years old, he is strong enough to shield the ball and hold up play against grown men. In the under-17s England team, he consistently used this to draw fouls and maintain possession. This is particularly useful when taking into account the importance of ball retention in modern football. Nwaneri is already mastering this aspect of the game. Nwaneri is also a top athlete. In transition, he can use his running power and ball control to carry it himself or make runs off the ball. He can crash the box late or tear blocks apart with runs in behind in central zones. This also translates to his ability off the ball. He is an aggressive presser, energetically closing people down and competing in duels. Nwaneri does struggle to compete for the ball in the air, but he makes up for this by competing for the second balls on the ground. Typically, he will be beaten to the first or second balls in the air, but then aggressively fight for the third or fourth balls on the ground. He is relentless. Nwaneri is also strong defensively, particularly in 1-versus-1 situations. Off the ball, Nwaneri is just what Arteta is looking for, an elite athlete who is an aggressive dueler and always looking to win second balls, whilst also being an aggressive presser. This is not to say that Nwaneri's ability in the first phase should not be utilized, but when looking at his strengths, his ability in the first phase can be seen as a bonus. If needed, he can drop in and aid in build-up. Most likely, this will not be his primary role. Here we can see Nwaneri dropping deeper to aid in the first phase of play, despite playing a more advanced midfield role in this game. This will most likely resemble his first phase responsibilities in the number 8 role for Arsenal. He can drop in from more advanced positions, but it is not his primary role. Now get this, he is just 16 years old. There are few people his age with his level of technical ability and physicality. The more football Nwaneri plays, the better he will become, no doubt. Looking ahead, Nwaneri's future seems bright, with the expectation that consistent game time across different levels, under-17s, under-21s, and first-team football, will contribute to his growth. As he matures, the glimpses of brilliance will become more consistent, and Nwaneri's evolution into a prominent figure in the footballing world is eagerly anticipated. What do you think about Ethan Nwaneri's story? Do you think he is another hyped player that will be irrelevant in a few years? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos like this. Bye.